So a big question I'm always asked is how to start your personal brand and like where to start, what are the steps, like blah, it's so much, it can be a lot of information, and I totally understand that it can be really frustrating. And so my hope and my plan for this video is to break down those steps for you to help you understand exactly what to do, exactly how to do it, and to build a brand that is profitable, that is growing, and that has like unlimited impact. So that is my goal. And so after this video, you will know the exact steps that I took and the exact tips and tricks that I have to help you build your personal brand in 2020. So let's get started, okay? Okay. Okay, so first and foremost, decide what you want to do. This is something that I see that a lot of people go wrong with. They think, oh, I'm just gonna post about my life, which is great. So don't get me wrong, posting about your life is great and it lets people in, but nobody's looking on YouTube. They're not searching, okay, let me find out Andrea's life. You know what I mean? Like they're not looking for that. You know what I mean? They're looking for how to solve a problem, how to this or how to that, or they already have their lifestyle vloggers that they follow that they'll type in their name. And so all that to say is that it's not to discourage you from lifestyle content, but what I am saying is that's probably the slowest way to grow on YouTube and blogging. And so what you want to do, for example, if you are a mom and you want content about you and your daughter or you and your son or you and your family, you can have a family vlog or a mom vlog or a single mom blog or whatever, but that still targets. You want to make sure that you're starting out with something that you know what you want to do, and then also you want to know your audience, know who you're going to be targeting, who's going to be watching your content, and make sure you put your content in front of their eyes, okay? And we'll talk about that in a minute, but I just want to make sure that's very clear. You want to start out with a definite goal. That's like driving across the country and not having a map, a GPS, nothing, just going, you know what I mean? Like, and hoping you land in the destination you plan to. And so that's not how that's going to work. You want to be sure that you have a goal in mind, you have a target, and you know exactly what you are aiming for in order to get there. So of course, people always say this, clarity is key, and it took me a long time to realize this, but clarity, okay, is so key. It's gonna make you way less frustrated, way less confused. And if you're confused, like I said before, if you're confused, your audience will be confused. So you wanna be sure that you know exactly who you're targeting, what you're talking about, who you want to serve with your content, and then also, why do you wanna serve them? Like, what is it about them that makes you want to put out content for them? Like, if you can write all that out, think all that up, dream all that up, it will help you so much in the long run. Just trust me. And so if you are not sure of what to do, you know, you just want to start your personal brand, you just don't know what to do, what I definitely advise you to do is make a list of things that you are good at. Just like what I call a brain dump. Literally list every single thing that you feel like you are gifted at, that comes natural to you, that is easy to you, that you love to do, that other people see that you're good at. List all that out and find a way to combine all that. And I'll have more videos on that one topic coming very soon. If you want it, let me know down below in the comments and I can make that for you. But that is key, and that's actually how I create all my programs. All of my, my membership group was named because I did a brain dump to figure out, like, okay, what are possible names, and then I combine them. And so it's kind of the same thing with what you're good at, to do that and then focus on that and keying in on that one thing, okay? Clarity is key. That's why lifestyle channels are very slow to grow, because it's like, okay, beauty, fashion, hair, my kid, my dog, workouts. It's like, so, you know what I mean? So it's very hard. It's not possible, but a lot of lifestyle people, if not all of them, started out with one thing. So the next step, the next piece of advice is to figure out who you want to be perceived as. Who do you want to be known for? And this is very important simply because who you want to serve, why you want to serve them, and what you want to do is going to directly tie into this. If you start doing a mom blog, and you get like big on it, and people start following you and this and that, they're going to know you as a mom blogger. They're gonna know you as a mom. They're gonna know you as a wife if you're a wife as well. And so you get what I'm trying to say. So you want to narrow that part down, but also even deeper than just like the surface level stuff is, what is your personality and what can you really hone in on to have people fall in love with you on camera or fall in love with you in your writing if you're doing a blog? You know what I mean? Like, What is it about you that's going to make them fall in love with you? That's why I'm saying, who do you want to be perceived as? Are you witty? Are you funny? Are you sarcastic? Are you sweet and calm and soft spoken? And all that is okay. I don't want you guys to think that, especially for YouTube, that you have to be like this super over the top, bubbly, blah type of person. That's not what you have to do. You just have to be yourself, because people love real. People like real people. So that's all you have to do in terms of that. But be sure on who you want to be perceived as, and make sure you show up as that every single time. So dress the part, look the part. If you are teaching business advice, maybe like fix yourself up a little bit. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it just depends on, that's just an example, but that just depends on what you're doing. For example, if you are a yoga instructor, then probably it would fit you to be showing up in a yoga studio. Now, I want to be very clear. This is not the most important thing. So don't stress out if you don't want to sit on your yoga mat as you're filming a yoga video. Like, I'm literally sitting in my bedroom as I'm filming a branding, marketing video, you know what I mean? Because I don't have right now to have a whole office to film in that office, to have this nice setup. I don't have that. So it's encouraging. Hopefully that's encouraging to you guys, to show you that you have to do with what you have until you can have with what you desire. You know what I mean? Like, so I hope that makes sense. So anyway, you guys, that's what I say about that. So the third thing, of course, along the lines of, it's kind of just going in order of where to start. So the third thing is to know your audience. As I said before, you want to be sure that you're making content that is for your audience, not for you. And that's probably the number one thing that where I messed up a while ago before I started doing this, is I was making content like, oh my God, that's gonna be a great video. I did no research on the topic. I didn't know, like I knew the content, but I'm saying like research to know if that video was even something that my audience would like. So I started doing my research. I started really looking into see, okay, would this video be a hit for them? Is this something they would want to see? What are the rankings on this video? Who else are making videos about this? And how can I make it different? How can I add my own flair to it? That's very important. And so really looking to how you're going to research and how you're going to get down to the nitty gritty is very, very, very important when you're starting your channel. So all that to say is know your audience. And that's, and the research that I just explained is how you begin to know your audience. But for example, are you marketing to dog lovers in Canada? Are you marketing to small business owners? Are you marketing to fashionistas? Are you marketing to people who love hair and love hair care and cool hairstyles? Who is your audience? Like, if you don't know who your audience is, you cannot serve them in the best possible way, because you're shooting in the dark. Like, you're not even reaching them. You know what I mean? Like, so you want to be very, very cognizant to know who your audience is, what content they would like, where they are on social media. Like, where do you need to show up and put your content in front of them on social media? What hashtags do you need to use? All of that, you guys. And this is, of course, a way bigger video that I can make at another time, but let me know what questions you have down below in the comment section. But you want to know your audience. It's very, very, very important. And so something that I have said many times before is to make an avatar. So pretty much what an avatar is creating your ideal woman or ideal man that you are targeting, okay? You want to say, okay, this, and you like make up a whole thing about her. So if I was your avatar, okay, her name is Andrea. She's 26 years old, which is weird. I'm 26 now. Oh my God. She's 26 years old. She loves YouTube. She loves branding. She loves people. She loves God. She loves this. She loves that. This is what she's interested in. She loves reading. She's really into these type of podcasts or these type of audiobooks. And you really want to get down nitty gritty and define one person who would be like your ideal, your one person for your audience. That way in the camera, you can talk to that person. That way when you're writing your content, you're talking to that person. That way you're not just shooting into the dark, talking to everybody, because if you aim for everybody, if you go after two rabbits, you're not going to get any one of them, okay? And so you want to be sure you are being very niche down and concise on who you are targeting, okay? And so before we hop into the next tip, I do want to mention that I do have a free gift down below for you guys. It is the Ultimate Creator Guide. It is all of my filming equipment. It is all tips and links and all types of stuff. It is literally the starter kit, the starter pack for what you're going to need. So if you are wanting to know how to get started on YouTube, it is the perfect thing for you, and I have it down below in the description box, and it is free for you as my gift for just loving y'all so freaking much. So yeah, check that out down below. I think it'll really help you. Okay, so my next tip is to pick one platform, okay? One. Some people say two, some people say, okay, three and just make priorities. No, I say one platform, all right? That does not mean you have to only post on one platform, but I want your target platform to be your main platform. Like 95% of your content is going on, okay? So if you are going to focus on Instagram, then go hard on Instagram. There's power in focus, okay? There's power in one. And so mine is YouTube, but you guys may see me uploading on Instagram, on stories and stuff like that, but that's simply my videos coming from YouTube, re-edited and put into Instagram, because my main focus at this moment is YouTube. And so eventually you can broaden your horizon to two, broaden your horizon to three, whatever you want to do. I personally recommend two at the very max, so that you can really like learn the ins and outs of those platforms and like go in on them. Because if you have Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Periscope, TikTok, all these other things, you're going to be a jack of all trades and not a master of any of those platforms. So that's why I say pick one, stick with one, and don't get weary of like posting content and nobody's watching it, or posting this and nobody's doing this. Give it some time, but then also make sure that you are researching to make sure that the content you are uploading, your audience actually wants to see. So along with social media, you want to be sure that you are showing up on social media as who you want to be. So for example, and just go with me for a little bit. If you are wanting to start a brand on your love for biking, right? If you love to bike and you want to start your brand on biking, it would be weird on your Instagram because you're represented all over. Wherever you have social media platforms is where you're represented and where people will find you. And so you want to be sure you are matching all platforms, is what I'm trying to say. So on Instagram, if you're uploading random like low quality selfies and putting, you know, like, I don't know, famous lyrics to songs and doing things that don't really matter in terms of your brand on your other platforms, is going to be very confusing to other people and to the people who are looking to follow you. They want to know that they're there to be there with somebody who loves biking across all platforms. Okay, so then another thing, and I know this video is getting long, but another thing is your social media bio. Your social media bio is really, really, really important. And so what you want to do is how you want to structure this, and I can do a longer video on this as well. There's so much I can unpack, and I really want to, however, I don't want this video to be 80 minutes long. And so what you want your social media bio to say, especially if you are just now getting started, you want to say, first and foremost, a good trick is to put, like, I can't remember what it's called, but in the section right under your profile picture, you can put your name and then dash, like mine says, visual branding coach. That way, when people are searching my name or searching me on Instagram, they see visual branding coach right next to it and not just Andrea Denise. Because it's Andrea Denise is my handle for Instagram. So that's what I do. That's what really helps. And I see a lot of other people doing that, and I really liked it. So that's what I do. So what you want your social media bio to say is like, I am, explain who you are. And of course, that's be short, very like literally 2 words. And I help blank. I help entrepreneurs, and then ... do what? So I help entrepreneurs build their brands and increase their impact using the power of YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, so at the end is how you do it. So you want to be very concise, very clear in your messaging. And of course, this is a way bigger conversation, but just want to kind of get you guys started, because I know a lot of people get stuck in the beginning phase because it seems like so much, but this is what I've done. It's what's helped me tremendously. And so that's what I would do. So I will put that like thing on the screen for you guys to fill in the blanks and then add that to your social media bio. But then also, if you would like to, I would love for you to DM me over on Instagram and send me your new bio after you follow this technique, because I would love to see it and give you some feedback. So now that you have all the steps that we talked about, now it comes to content creation. So you're set up, you are ready, you're ready to go in terms of, you know, the basic steps. And now what you want to do is start creating content around what your audience wants to see. And a great tip for this is batch producing your content. Okay, I sit down every Saturday and I plan out my content for Instagram, but more so I plan out my content months in advance for YouTube. I script out my videos, I do the outlines, everything like that for YouTube, so that I am ready, and all I have to do on filming day is sit down and actually film my videos. So that is really important to content creation, but I will have far more videos on content creation, exactly how I do it, and exactly what that should look like for you, so that you never run out of content, okay? You don't ever want to get to the point where you run out of content. You always want to have about like 100 or so ideas that you can pull from at any given moment, all right? I know it seems like a lot, but if you start brainstorming, you're gonna be like, oh, it's just easy, you know? So then last thing, in terms of your content, you wanna be sure that you are leading with value. You wanna be sure that the content you are creating is not just content to get people to see you and stuff like that. You want, like, people are looking for answers to their problems. So you want to pose your content as the answer to their problems. You guys clicked on this video simply because you want to learn how to build your brand and build your personal brand in 2020, which is an answer to one of the questions you have, which is an internal problem you may be facing. And so you want to pose your content as people's solution. And that's probably the biggest tip I can give you in terms of branding, like, ever. It's so important, and we can break that down again in another video. And let me know all the videos you want to see down below in the comment section. So yes, so batch produce your content, but then also make sure you are leading with value. Make sure you are answering somebody. You are the answer to somebody's problem with your content, okay? And of course, with your content, and of course with your brand, be consistent. Doing a new brand and starting a new brand, it's going to take some work to get people to see you now as so-and-so the mom blogger rather than just so-and-so. You see what I'm trying to say? So you want to be consistent. You want to post as much as you possibly can, like as much as you can. That way people get used to you. They know you're new. They know your new brand. They know what you're trying to represent and stuff like that. Be consistent. And in the beginning, it's going to be hard. In the beginning, it's not going to be, people are just going to know immediately. That's where a lot of people go wrong in terms of marketing. It takes many times, people 21 times to see something and actually buy into it and actually like go for it and invest in it and stuff like that. So saying that, don't think you're being overbearing. Don't think you're being too much by putting your brand out there. People follow you for you, and if that is your new brand, then you may lose some subscribers and you may lose some followers. However, that's not the end of the road. That's not like the end of the world either. That's actually a good thing, because now you're starting to tailor your audience to the people who will really engage with you, the people who will interact with you, and the people who will be your biggest supporters, you know? So don't worry if you lose subscribers or you lose followers. That's not a concern. Don't worry about that. So yeah, be consistent, lead with value in your content, batch produce your content, and all that good stuff too. I know this video was really long and I kind of hit the high levels of it. If you want me to go in detail of any of these points that I mentioned, let me know. I can definitely do that and break down literally every single topic that we went through, because there's so much more to break down and so much more content I have for you guys. So let me know down below in the description box. Also, remember to grab your free ultimate toolkit, your ultimate YouTube content creator toolkit down below in the description box that I have for you. It is completely free, and it is my gift to you so that you can understand exactly where to get started with your YouTube channel and just how to film, you know, even if you have a blog and you want to film videos for your blog. There you go, which you should just go on YouTube if you're doing that. But anyway, you know what I mean. So if you like this video, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up on the video, subscribing, and then also comment below and say helpful if this video was helpful. I know it was a lot of tips, a lot of advice, but again, I can break down each part for you if you want me to, and I would love to. I just need to know that's the type of content you want to see, kind of how we just talked about in that video. So let me know down below in the comment section and we can get on that, all right? So I love you so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.